Hello, Debbie here. I'm going to show you another fun party favor. It's kind of a little series I'm doing. I made a big birthday bag full of party favors. I made a dozen of them for a friend of my husband's husband who's going to have a birthday coming up. And so I thought a lot of this stuff turned out pretty cute, so I thought I would share it with you guys, and hopefully you'll like it. So today what we're gonna make is this cute little Tic Tac box holder. So it looks like a little book, a little cover for a book, and the Tic Tacs are in there. And it's very simple and very sweet, and I thought this would be a fun, easy craft to do with you guys. So to start out with, we need to cut the paper. So the little booklet is 4 5/8 by 3 inches. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to cut 3 inches and then by 4 5/8. Should be just about there. Okay. Okay, and then the next thing we need to do is score it. And we're going to score 2 inches from each side. So we're going to butt this corner up, and on the 2-inch mark, score that, flip it around, and 2 inches from that side. That way it's nice and even. And what I like to do next is round the corners. So this is a Crocodile Corner Chomper, and it's from We Are Memory Keepers, and I'm going to use the 1/4 inch side. And this just works so easy. You just kind of make sure it's nice and square in there and give it a squeeze. Okay, and I did use a cardstock. This is from, I think this is from, yeah. So this particular one is from Echo Park Paper Company, and it's a 6x6 paper pad, and it's Happy Birthday. They also do this kind of in a guide version. So they're both great. I've used them just about up. And it's nice because it's a nice weight and it's cute on both sides. So we're going to score this, okay? And then the next thing we're going to do on this is we are going to put the ribbon down. So what I'm going to do on this is I just kind of eyeball it. I do have it on this grid paper. This is score tape, and you don't need to use score tape. You could use anything actually. But I do like to, it's not going to show, the glue is not going to show, and it's going to hold it nicely all the way across. So that's just a little bit of stretching it across there, and I'm going to snip that off. Okay. I like to make sure that's down nicely. And we're going to take that paper up. My pokey tool, and then from here I'm going to use some seam binding ribbon. You could use anything, but this is really nice. I love Snug Hug seam binding. You get 100 yards in one of these spools, and they're roughly around $10. I order mine through Zipper Stop. They have an Etsy presence, but if you Google them, you'll easily be able to find them. The company, I think they went out of business or they sold to somebody else, and they are continuing with this line, which is awesome because they've been around for a long time. So this particular color I'm using, in case you're curious, is Peacock Alley. So I'm just going to cut some off and find my glue area, and it's right about there. It does not have to be perfect. I'm just with my finger putting that down, okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue in the Tic Tacs. So I just picked this up at Target. At Sam's Club, you can get, 12 in a pack. I'm sure Costco would be the same thing. They also come out with gum, which is kind of fun. If you're doing it for kids and kids like gum, that would be kind of fun. I think this would be a really cute craft at Christmas time, and do the white mint ones and do a Christmas paper around it. So this is where danger is involved again. And we're going to need our hot glue gun. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and not put my my rubber finger on. I'm kind of leery of burning the plastic of the container, so I don't put too much on. I don't think we really need too much. And I just am kind of centering it and kind of eyeballing it and scooting it back towards the spine. And just kind of giving it a press and giving it a minute to set. Okay. And then, like I said, you could just eyeball it. So while that is cooling for a moment, we're going to get the decorations on it. So what I have done is I've gone on the internet and I found this image. It's a vintage happy birthday candle box, 10 cents. You get 36 candles in it. I thought it was adorable. So I cut and copied and put it on Word and sized it up to what I needed at. And I've used this image a few times with fun stuff I do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this out. Attempt to cut it out. There we go. Okay. And this is just perfect like it is. I like to just kind of soften those corners. I just take a skosh off the corners just so they're not too sharp. Okay. And then I want to bump it up a little bit, not have it flat on the box. So I'm going to flip this over, and this is some tape that's very sticky, foam tape, and it's just awesome. This is actually wound down quite a bit. It comes in a gigantic roll, and I go through it pretty quickly. So we're going to snip off a couple of bits on that. It is extremely sticky and does a great job holding. Okay, and now we're going to remove the paper backing. And we are just going to line it up on here, just like that. Okay, and give it a press. And there you go. It's all set to give. Just we're going to tie this in a bow and trim off the edges. If you wanted to give it a little extra sparkle, I'll show you. We can put little stickles on there. Okay, and I've got some stickles right here. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's hey, monkey, stop. Sorry about that. That squeak just set the dogs out. I've got two dogs in here. Monkey! I've got Monkey's our little pug, and Kona is an English bulldog. We have two English bulldogs. Pearl's outside this room, and apparently I should have put Kona outside this room too, but anyhow. So what I'm doing, I'm just squeezing a little bit out and then just kind of moving it around because it doesn't need too much. And you can put it wherever you want. I've got it around on the frosting and on the front. I'm going to put some on the couple of flames there. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's really pretty. It just adds a little bit of sparkle to it, and it dries pretty quickly. So that is all there is to it. I got a gift with this being the gift, part of a gift, and it was for St. Patrick's Day, and it was from my cousin Lisa, and it was so adorable. I thought this would be a great idea for any time of the year if you needed a little gift or you're putting together party favors, and it's something quick and easy to add to it. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.